This is the number one mistake people make when trying to heal their past trauma. When you become aware of this and you put the steps in place to not do this anymore, it's going to rocket you forward to the paths that you actually want to be on. Now, if you're on a healing journey, then you've started learning that you need to actually start feeling your emotions instead of what we've always been doing, which is pushing them away. By feeling these emotions and bringing them on, it will connect us to the rejected aspects of ourselves. By connecting to those parts of ourselves, we get the information, go towards understanding where this part came from. And from doing that, we can revisit the memory of when we had to reject this part of ourselves. This is how we connect to this part of ourselves. This is one of the most powerful ways of healing. When we have connected to this part of ourselves, we can literally communicate with this part, because you are not one thing, you are multiple things. It's not this or that, it's this and that. The observer self of you will then communicate with this part. Now, this is the thing that most people get wrong. In the moment where you are communicating with a part of yourself and you're recognizing that this part has things to say and you're trying to understand what's going on, through that understanding, this part of you will share the thoughts that it has. It will share the beliefs that it has, which is you. It's your thoughts, your beliefs, because you are it is you. This is the really, really important thing that you really need to know. In that moment, your only job is to be there. That's it. You just need to be there for this part. Your job is not to try and convince this part to believe something different. Your job is not trying to make this part feel better. If you're trying to make this part feel better, then you're giving the unconscious message that how this part is feeling is not okay, which is an invalidation again. If you're trying to convince this part to believe something else, then what you're saying is how you feel isn't okay. You can show love to this part by just being there. And through showing that love to this part, you are starting a new belief that I am good enough to be loved just for who I am. I don't need to change. I don't need to be this other version of myself or believe anything specific in order to receive love. And this is how you get to reintegration. These parts of us will not integrate unless we follow the procedure of just being. Your only job is to be there for this part in these moments, not to convince, not to change. If you can get in the habit of just being there for these parts over and over again, this is going to rocket your self-development journey. Now, there are many ways of doing this, some more powerful than others. The goal is always raising self-awareness. If you want to learn a very powerful self-awareness exercise that I've been using since the beginning of my self-development journey, which has basically been the superpower of helping others, just click the link in the description to check that out now. It's normal to make mistakes on this journey. There are so many tools and tricks and things that you can learn that are going to really help you and change the game on this journey. It's just about learning them. Once you apply the things that you learn, it really does change everything. Keep going. You're doing great.